Okay, thank you.
The Kenya National Commission on Human Rights has condemned cases of police brutality witnessed during yesterday's protests by the opposition leaders against IEBC officials. The Commission Chairperson Kagwira Mbogori says police must respect human rights while engaging the protesters, more so now that the country is headed to an election year. Mbogori has asked all the victims of police brutality to file complaints with the Commission and the Independent Policing Oversight Authority for a legal measure to be taken against the involved officers. She has, however, urged the opposition leaders to follow the law while calling for the disbandment of IEBC and to call for restraint from their supporters, more so against engaging in violent activities.
Our peaceful coexistence in this nation is dependent on our following the law, each person. And that therefore, even those who want that particular commission disbanded must also follow the law. But having said that, I will say that the National Police Service is a service. It's not a force. And the wording in the Constitution by renaming the police service was not accidental or incidental. It was a purpose. It was purposed, and the transformation envisaged was transforming the police from a force who beat people and who brutalize people to a service, to a national service that provides an essential civil service. That is a law and order. Their service is law and order.
Meanwhile, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority has launched a probe in a bid to identify police officers said to have infringed on court protesters' human rights. The authority chairperson, Macharia Njeru, says they had monitoring officers who captured yesterday's protests against IEBC commissioners and even witnessed cases where police were brutal. He has, however, lamented that a section of the protesters were armed with crude weapons that could have endangered the lives of the police and other members of the public. Njeru, who was addressing journalists this afternoon, says police must use necessary measures to maintain law and order without necessarily clobbering those involved.
We shouldn't, as a country, allow also members of the public who are engaging in illegalities to go scot-free. But the police are authorized in law to do exactly that, to arrest people who break the law, and those who injure police officers or who even injure other members of the public. It's upon the police to ensure that appropriate action is taken. So that is their mandate, and we would insist also as IPOA that they do that. Then at the same time, as we have said, that it is also important that members of the public behave themselves in a civil manner to ensure that we do not break the country. It's in our interest to ensure that we have peace. But we should also accept that there will be those ones who will always come into such demonstrations with a view to causing mayhem. There are those who want to take advantage, either to steal, or those who will also be coming there to make sure that there is no peace in the first place. But it is upon the police themselves to sufficiently prepare the National Police Service to counter those events.
For Capital TV, I'm Angela Wambui.